The judge is back. I've had my recess. We are in part 2 of this special Mattyvision sports report. We are talking the PIAA District 2 championships. We are on to the boys side of things now. We're going to start in Quad A. We had 2 games played tonight. The 4-5 game, which was between Wyoming Valley West, gets a 59-43 victory over Wallenpaupack. And in this 3-6 matchup, a rematch of the game earlier tonight in the girls, it was Scranton besting Delaware Valley 46-42 in 2 overtimes. Scranton, they'd been on the ropes recently with some losses and some injuries, but when they play good defense, they are a very tough team to beat. A 46-42 game in double overtime screams defense. We are in the regional semifinals now. The number 1 seed Williamsport will be playing Wyoming Valley West on Saturday in one semifinal. In the other semifinal will be the number 2 seed Hazleton against Scranton. Williamsport, the heavy favorite, as I said earlier this week on my regular sports report. The other matchup, Hazleton-Scranton, you probably could flip a coin here. Scranton, when they play good defense, they're a tough team to beat. They'll have their hands full, though, with Sal Balazzi from Hazleton. He coming off a 40-point effort a couple weeks ago against Wyoming Valley West. So there'll be 2 very intriguing games, and the championship game in the sub-regional will be Wednesday, and we'll see what happens going forward there. Moving to boys AAA. Games played Tuesday. Abington Heights, the number 1 seed, no trouble with Berwick, 90-46. Honesdale, the only upset here, they were the 9 seed. They beat Tunkhannock 48-40. Pittston area, the 5 seed, had the best finish of the AAA games. They had a buzzer beater to beat Coughlin 48-46. Scranton Prep, no trouble with Valley View, 64-42. Crestwood, 63-48 winners over Wyoming area in the 3-14 game. Lake Lehman, a 4-point winner over West Scranton, 44-40 in the 6-11 matchup. Holy Redeemer, a 63-53 victory over North Pocono, 7-10 matchup. And Wilkes-Barre GAR, no trouble with Dallas, 69-31 in the 2-15 matchup. Looking at moving here, Abington Heights and Honesdale in 1 quarterfinal game. Honesdale played well with them a few weeks ago, for 1 quarter at least. Abington, I believe, they ended up getting a win, 76-58. They had a 30-point effort from the big J.C. Shao in that game. Honesdale had a 9-point lead after 1 quarter in this matchup, and then Abington Heights took control from there. Pittston area and Scranton Prep. This is a very interesting game because Pittston area had actually lost to Coughlin before the district tournament, and then Coughlin nearly pulled off this upset again. So, in Scranton Prep, they've been playing a tough schedule. So we'll see what happens in that quarterfinal game on Friday night, and then all Wyoming Valley Conference affair in the bottom half of the bracket. Crestwood and Lake Lehman, 3-6 matchup, and Holy Redeemer versus GAR in the 2-7 matchup. So it looks like it's, with the exception of Pittston area, you have all Lackawanna League on the top, and Wyoming Valley Conference on the bottom. So we'll see how that shakes down going forward. Moving to boys AA. Wilkes-Barre Myers, the number 1 seed, no trouble with Carbondale, 64-36. Wyoming Seminary, the 9 seed here, 57-37 over Nanticoke. Montrose, the number 5 seed, defeats Blue Ridge, 59-43. Mid-Valley, the number 4 seed, no trouble with Mountain View, 66-28. Elk Lake over Lakeland, 81-60. I thought Lakeland had the possibility for an upset here, but Elk Lake protects their home court. And then a couple double-digit upsets here. The number 11 seed, Hanover area, goes to Dunmore and pulls out a 2 double overtime win, 76-72. Lackawanna Trail with a 68-64 victory over Riverside in the 7-10 game. And Northwest, Holy Cross, the number 2 seed, had no trouble with Northwest, 50-20, which now brings us to the quarterfinal round here in Boys AA. Myers and Wyoming Seminary. Wyoming Seminary, I did hear a lot of good positive things about them. They had a matchup with Myers back in January. Heard a lot of positive things. Myers, I believe, had a runaway victory, but well, you never know. I mean, Wyoming Seminary will have to play a perfect game to beat Myers. Montrose and Mid-Valley. Mid-Valley, you wondered after so many games last week for Mid-Valley, a lot of tight games. You wondered what the motivation was, so they had no trouble tonight. And they'll be playing Montrose. It's a 4-5 game, but Mid-Valley, I would think, they're heavy favorites here against Montrose. Elk Lake and Hanover area certainly did not see this matchup coming. I thought Lakeland had the possibility of beating Elk Lake, and I thought Dunmore was by far better than Hanover area. Hanover area had limped into the tournament, from my information. They lost, I think, 4 of their last 5 games. But it's playoffs. You got to play. You win or you go home. You win, you move on. You lose, then you go to your spring sports. And Hanover area did want to see their season end tonight. They get the big victory, the eye-opening upset. Lackawanna Trail. Not saying that I wasn't surprised by this, but the way Riverside had played the second half of the year, it does shock me that they are done in the first round. Lackawanna Trail, I believe, looking at it, avenged trying to look at it here. Yeah, they avenged a 71-52 loss back in early January. So it is what it is. You got to play the games. And Lackawanna Trail will be playing Holy Cross in the quarterfinals. Holy Cross, I think right now they got a red carpet ride to the district championship game, but like this bracket is, anything can happen. I will be keeping you updated throughout the district playoffs. This has been Judge Muggsy with a special edition of the Mattyvision Sports Report. I have Gang the Babble, Mattyvision.com. We dream big.